Well, I hope everyone is having as great of a day as I am. Another year is coming to a close, and it is time to start thinking about what to do for the next one. My name is Grandpa Sam, and the fine folks at Proven Insurance asked me to stop by and help you get your prescription drug information updated prior to your review. With a new year comes new plans, and we want to make sure you are in the right one.
Thank you again for stopping by, Sam. It really makes all the difference during this busy time.
You have all been so helpful to my family and I that it is the least I could do.
Well, let's jump right in, Sam, and help our clients through another year's review.
Okay.
The email you receive should have one link to this video and one to the website we will use. This website is one we use to log your prescription drug information and store it safely. This will allow us to see your drug list and use it to find the cheapest plan available for you in the following year while we do your review. You may already have an account from previous years, or we might have made one for you. Try to sign in with that button in the upper right corner before creating an account. Your username should be the email address we sent these links to, and your password, unless you made the account yourself, will be your last name with the first letter capitalized, followed by the number 1 and an exclamation point.
If you're like me and made your account and then forgot your password, you may need to hit this Forgot Password button and have it reset via your email address.
If your last name is only a handful of letters, then add exclamation points until you get to 8 total characters. That is the minimum allowed for this site. And if you're having any trouble, just reach out to Tyler. He started working with us this year, and he will help you through the process of getting signed up or signed in.
I will gladly help you through the process of getting signed up. So please don't hesitate to call or text. Just let me know what you're dealing with, and I will do everything I can to walk you through it.
Also, please remember the process will look different for someone signing up for the first time versus someone who has an account already. The goal is the same, though, and that is to update your prescription drugs.
This site will ask for more information than necessary. So if it is questions that aren't required to be answered or don't pertain to prescriptions, we most likely can just skip them. But if logging in didn't work and you are creating a brand new account, you can click this sign up button down below, and that will create the account needed to log your prescriptions. It will bring up this form where you have to fill out your first name, your last name, your email address. Preferably use the one we have on file for you if you use multiple email addresses, and finally your password. If you don't want to worry about remembering it, you can just use our method, and that way we can always help you remember it next year. That is your last name with the first letter capitalized, followed by the number 1 and an exclamation point.
Once you click on Create Profile, this is where, if you already have an account registered to your email address, it will tell you that here. If you didn't have one already, then the rest of the video should closely resemble the process of filling out your necessary information. We recommend following along with this video while you do your review to help you through the process.
I have the video open on one tab and the website on another. Computers take me a little time to navigate though, so I will be pausing the video to type in my information.
That is encouraged, Sam. Take this process at your own speed. There is no rush, and we would rather you do it right than do it twice.
Once we are logged into the site, we are going to be looking to update our health details. That is where we will be able to input our prescription drug list.
All right, give me a second while I go get them all from the counter, and my nightstand, and the end table. Oh, and I can't forget the one in the fridge.
Take your time, Sam. Just give us a pause, and we will be here when you get back.
We are going to go through a few bits of information, so just fill them out how they apply to you. A couple of them won't be important, and I'll make sure to let you know if you can skip.
This first date can be put in as January of 2026 because that's when your new plan will be effective.
Then press Get Started and enter in your zip code and county on the next window.
You can click Continue, and now we are going to select a few pharmacies near us. Select the ones you like the best or wouldn't mind going to. Pick a few options because sometimes the most cost-friendly plan is not through your favorite pharmacy.
After clicking Add and Continue, you can even let us know which one is your favorite by setting it as your primary, and then clicking Continue again. This next window is one of those ones you can skip. We do not need to know your doctors for your prescription drug review. So go ahead and press that skip button.
I'm back, and I have my prescriptions. What did I miss?
Well, Sam, you forgot to pause the video, so you missed quite a bit. You might want to rewind to where you left off.
Yeah, Sam, go ahead. We will wait up for you.
Now here we've made it to the section that we actually enter in our prescription drugs.
Make sure to be careful here to enter in all the information correctly. We wouldn't want to accidentally choose a plan for you based on drugs you don't even take.
In the prescription search box, you can begin typing in your drug name. That will start to populate a list of potential prescriptions based on the letters you are typing in. It will look like the list on screen. It will also have brand name variations of that prescription as well.
Click on the prescription you are taking and then select the Add and Continue button down below, which will bring you to the page where we are going to select the information such as the dosage, the quantity, and the frequency.
There is no need to be excessively accurate. If you are taking 9 a week with a double dose every other Saturday, then simply pick between 30 a month or 60 a month.
Just a rough estimation on how many you are taking. If it is a prescription you pick up quarterly or even annually, then the frequency drop-down should allow you to get creative with how often you are picking it up. Say 1 in the quantity box and 3 months in the frequency box to express the infrequency of you picking up that prescription.
Once all of the information for that prescription is in there, you can click the Add Prescription button at the bottom. That will add the prescription to your list like it is shown here on the screen. If you have one prescription, then you are all set and can click the Continue button. If you have more than one prescription, though, you will have to click the Add Another Prescription button here and follow the same process as we just did. Do that for each individual prescription you take until you have logged them all. You should end up with a list that looks similar to this. From there, you can press Continue and move on to the page that asks if you are receiving Medicaid benefits or low-income subsidy benefits.
We have selected No for the sake of this video, but if you are receiving those benefits, you would log that information here.
From there, you will select Save by clicking on the Save button. That should take you to a screen that is similar to this one. This site, unfortunately, will not allow us to show you every plan available in your area. The site is capable of signing you up for plans, but they only allow us to show you the ones that we make a commission on, which, frankly, is not how we operate.
We will never sign you up for a plan just because it pays us money. Our focus is finding you the cheapest option for your prescription drug coverage, regardless of if we are paid by the insurance companies or not.
That is right, Tyler. That is how I built this company, because it is the right thing to do for our clients.
Well, you guys have always helped me every year. I just wish you were getting paid for it. I really do appreciate it, and I hope this process has helped you out.
Thank you, Sam. In the past we were, and this is a change that was made in the last few years. Unfortunately, it looks like it might be here to stay. Hopefully the landscape changes, because this is a necessary step in your Medicare coverage year after year.
Well, I know you well enough to say that you don't plan on turning your back to a single client. If it helps people, you plan on doing it.
You got that right, Sam. Now, to get back to the video, I do want to stress that this is not the site we are going to use to sign you up for next year's plan. We only use this to log your prescription drugs. This will make it easier when we get on the phone to find the right plan for you. Instead of us typing them all in for every phone call with every client, having them already loaded makes the process go much smoother. So do not pick a plan here on this site or try to sign up here, because the odds are the plans shown on this site aren't the right ones for you. The last step we are going to need to do is to click this Get Synced button in the top right, which will bring you to this page that has my name and brief description. The goal for this step is to synchronize the profile you just made with the profile we have for you on our side. This is the step that actually transfers your information. You can now click on the Let's Get Synced button to proceed to the next page. This form is just trying to match details from the account we have in the one you made so it knows who is who. Fill out the lines required, like your name, email address, phone number, street address, zip code, and county, and finally your city and state. We can head down to the bottom and click Continue. We are going to go through some similar screens here, and most of them we can just skip, including this one about pharmacies. We can also skip this one about doctors. This screen is good to stop at and double check your prescription drug list and make sure you entered everything correctly earlier. Then you can hit Continue. They do not need to know how often you travel, so we can skip this one as well. We do not need to fill out any information about our current coverage, so this one can be skipped.
Are they ever going to stop fishing for information?
I doubt it, Sam, but we are almost done. You can press skip on this screen too.
This next page is important because this form here is what Medicare requires us to obtain, saying you give us permission to help you with your prescription drug plan.
So not only do the insurance companies not pay you, but Medicare makes you get permission to help us as well.
I wish I could make sense of it as well, Sam, but it is what it is. This process is tricky, and a simple mistake could be the difference between $20 and $2,000. That's why we make sure to do this every year. So, for the scope of appointment, you can select the Medicare prescription box and then scroll down to see the rest of the form. Make sure the I am enrolling myself box is selected, unless you are a legal representative or power of attorney of the person we are signing up. Then, check the box saying you understand what this form is for and press Continue. That will wrap up the scope of appointment, as well as the updating of your prescription drugs for this year.
If you have followed along with this video and if you were able to get your prescription drugs updated, we wanted to say thank you from everyone here at Proven Insurance. It really does make all of the difference for us while we work through over 1,000 clients in the coming 3 months. We do everything in our power to make sure every single one of our clients is in the absolute best possible spot, and you just helped us do that. Before we go, I did want to warn everyone of some new changes in Medicare. There were 3 codes that were introduced and are now accepted by Medicare that the doctors can bill under. These 3 codes are for anyone with either 1 chronic condition, 2 chronic conditions, or more than 2 chronic conditions. These codes allow the doctors to bill for the upkeep and care of a patient with chronic conditions, even if they haven't seen you yet in that calendar year. This means you may see a bill in 2026 prior to ever going to the doctor if you have a chronic condition. Don't be alarmed, as it is just a new change in Medicare. The codes are G0556, G0557, and G0558. If you see any of these come across on a bill and aren't sure why, I hope this prepares you for that and clears up some potential confusion. Once again, we want to thank you for taking the time to upload your prescriptions, and we will be reaching out to you in the coming months to finalize your upcoming plan for 2026.